What's up everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And in today's video and in today's episode of Chess Reviews, we will be reviewing a game that I have played yesterday against a very salty opponent. This person has offered me a draw after maybe like 6 or 7 moves after they blundered a knight, and they were thinking like, okay, I blundered, do you want to draw? And when I saw that draw and I could have accepted it, I was thinking like, okay, I can accept this, I can be a nice person and call it a day and end this game with a draw. But they were the one that blundered. Why would I, because I'm in a winning position, why would I accept this draw? And I was thinking like, okay, no, I won't, because I want to continue playing and I want to see what will happen next. So this person, after me refusing the draw, they got very mad. So we'll be reviewing this game, and here I have spent the game review on this game, and bot here says that both of us, we were not in our best moods yesterday. You know, this person blundered a lot, I missed some opportunities, as the bot here says, but I managed to win, and I managed to make my opponent very mad. They messaged me after this game, and I'm going to show you their messages. They were so salty, so angry because I refused the draw and because of their blunders. So let's get straight into it and let's start reviewing this game. So let's start my screen recording now, and let's see what happened in this game. So here you can see that my opponent has accuracy of 30.2, which is very low, especially for a person who is almost 700 rated. And my accuracy is nothing much better, it's 52.7. It is a little bit more, but it's still not something that I'm used to. So let's start reviewing. So with the opening, they opened with a move e4, which is pretty normal, and I was thinking like, let's just mirror this person, and I played e5. And this is just a simple opening. All of these moves are book moves. So they took their knight to f3, and they say this is the last book move. So they attacked here my pawn, and instead of defending that pawn, I decided to just do this and attack this pawn as well and ignore this pawn, because I do not care about a pawn, you know. And I was thinking like, okay, if he takes, then I can take as well, because I do not care. And they did this to defend their pawn, which is, bot here says that knight to c3 is excellent, because they developed and they defended this pawn here, which was attacked by my knight, not like that, but like that. And you know, we were playing a pretty solid game here. Now I took out my bishop here to c5, and the bot here says that this is an inaccuracy, because I actually should have played this. I should have played bishop to d6 to defend this pawn here, because knight is still attacking this pawn. And I don't know why I played this. Even after I played this move, I immediately realized like, okay, maybe this is what I should have done. But honestly, if I have played this d6, then I couldn't have played my pawn here, and I can't develop this bishop here. So I kind of started playing the London system as a black. I always find an opportunity to play London, always, even if I'm black. So yeah, I did this, and the bot says it's an inaccuracy, which is like, okay, fine. And then they did pretty much the same thing. They played bishop to c4, which is an inaccuracy, and bot here just says this is not the best, period. This is not the best, period. But I was looking like, okay, so now they're attacking this pawn here, which is only defended by a king, and what can I do about that? So I went with my old trick, which is this, which is d5, and they say that this is an inaccuracy, because once again I have missed an opportunity to defend this pawn on e5. But I was thinking to myself, okay, I know that I can defend this, but then I don't know, they're still staring here. So to avoid that, I played d5. So I was thinking like, okay, they're going to take this and block their bishop with their pawn. but they did not do that. They were not playing the same as all of the rest of my opponents. They decided to run away with their bishop because they got scared of my pawn for some reason. And even if they took here with the pawn and I take with the knight, they could actually just simply take with the bishop and still stare at the same pawn that they were staring earlier. So I don't know why they decided to run away, but here says that this is just a mistake and that they overlooked an opportunity to capture a pawn that was threatening to win a material. And this allows me to kick the knight. So they should have just played this, as I said, but they decided to run away. And here is where the fun thing starts. So here, bot says that my move to d4 is a miss because I had a better way to kick a knight. And better way would be, let me retry this, better way would be this. And they say that this is the best move because then I take a pawn and then I kick this knight. But I was thinking like, but can they just take? I mean, then I can take as well. So they can't really take, okay? So I should have played that, but okay, I did not. I played d4. And then they jumped over here. And here the bot says this is another miss because they ignored an opportunity to move a knight to safety. Because, okay, I can take this and we can then exchange, not like that, like this. We can exchange the knights. But I was thinking to myself, why would I? Why would I exchange a knight? Let's just take a pawn that is no longer defended because see, here, this knight was the only one that defended this pawn. And after he moved here, I took my opportunity to take. And they say that this is a good move because that was my pawn from the beginning. And now look what happens next. They play this, I guess, to defend this because they saw like, okay, I can just take with my queen, their horse. So they decided to like, okay, maybe I should have, no, I couldn't have because of the other pawn. So after I took, they came here and see, engine here says that the black is almost completely winning, which is me. And they saw like, okay, so she can take with the queen, so I will defend with the pawn, which is, I think, pretty solid. But here the bot says the c4 is inaccuracy because they lose material. This threatens to kick a knight. This permits the opponent to reveal an attack on a pawn. And then I played this. And they say that I could have revealed an attack on a pawn. And I permitted my opponent to kick a knight. Okay, so they could have played this, right? And then I would have to run away. But they did not remember that. So what would be a better move here? Let's see. Okay, so I think that this move, let's see, retry. No, not like that. Like this. Retry. Is this a better move? It's loading. Yeah, it says it's excellent. You attack the knight and he cannot escape. But I have done that a little bit later, you will see. So this person, after I took, they defended, and then I played this, attacking knight once again. And I was thinking, like, if you followed me, you know that I prefer knights over bishops. So I was thinking, like, okay, I can give them my bishop in exchange for a knight, and then they're going to come here, and then I can just take the pawn with my queen, and I'm going to be pretty much in a better position, you know? But that did not happen. This person decided to take my pawn instead and come here with their other horse to e5, and now we're pretty equal. I was up a pawn in the beginning and they decided to take back that pawn. And here the bot says this is a miss because they could have once again kicked my knight here, but they did not see that. And now I decided to castle. Once again, this is also a miss because there is a better move, but it's a tricky one, says our coach. He says that there was only one good move there for me, and I allowed my opponent to kick a knight, which is this. Or maybe even this. But okay, or maybe even this. But okay, I did not see that, and it was like I think 3 or 4 a.m. while I played this. I was very tired and I still managed to win this person. So I decided to castle, even though they say this is a miss. I think that castling is always a good move, you know? But they did this. This is another miss. So this game is just full of miss. They played this, which is b4, attacking here on my bishop. And you know what I did? You know what I did? How did I save my bishop? Like so, which is the best move, because I attack a knight and I win a tempo when the knight moves away. And now see, he has 2 knights in the middle of my territory. I have 2 bishops here, which is not in his territory but mine, but bishops stare a lot further than the knights, you know? So, and like this as well. Oh my god, how do I do that? Yeah, like this. So bishops stare a lot further. So I decided like, okay, even if even though they have like 2 knights in the middle of my territory, they're not doing anything much because they're attacking here and here. But I can always just take. Wherever they go, I can just take, so they can't actually take those pawns. And I'm castled, so I'm pretty fine. And this person is not castled, even though they do have the opportunity to do that. So after this move, this person decided to do this, which is attack my knight. And they thought like, okay, so because I'm attacking their knights, especially this one, because this one is just free. Okay, this one is defended by a pawn, but this one is not defended at all. And they decided like, okay, I'm going to attack you here so that we can at least exchange knights. But I did not consent to that. I did not like that idea. So I moved here, and they say that this is a good move because this is the way to win a knight. Not the best way, but it is a way. And I was thinking like, okay, I can give them this, but why would I when I still here have a completely free knight? And also I attacked here, you know, and I defend this. So I was thinking like, okay, now I think I'm in a better position. And this, it has only 3 more moves. So look carefully what happened next. They played this, which is c5, and the bot here says that this is a mistake, obviously because this is a free knight. It's still a free knight. And I take, and they say this is a great move because I won a free knight that was here the whole time, but it wouldn't be a free knight if I gave them this one that was here, you know? So I waited a little bit to take that knight and I took it. And then look what happens next. This was just incredibly confusing to me. I mean, what? They did queen to b3, which is an inaccuracy, and they say that this loses a knight, but actually this is a pin. They pinned themselves, because if they move this knight, I'm just taking the queen. And if they don't, then I'm just taking the knight, and they can take with their bishop, so we can exchange. I'm actually going to be up a knight. And I already am because they blundered. So after I took here with the bishop, I took the knight on e5, they offered me a draw. And they were like, oh, please, will you draw with me? I was like, no, why would I? Because it's your fault that you're losing. Chess is a brutal game. I do not care about you. Because you know what? When I play and I blunder and I make a mistake and my opponents take my pieces, do you think that they care about that? They care because my feelings are hurt? No, they mate me in 3 moves and I have to deal with it. So this person also has to learn how to deal with it. And after I took that, they were like, do you want to draw? And I declined. And they got so angry, so they did this thinking that it does something, but it truly does not. And the next move is this, and they say that this is good because I'm threatening this horse from multiple sides, multiple pieces are looking at this horse. Of course, my queen won't take it because then I will just blunder a queen. Actually, I won't. Yeah, I will, because he can just take with the not like that, with the bishop. So I decided to just like take it easy and, you know, step by step I will kick this knight, or I will actually take it. And look what is the next move. I don't know. Look at this. They moved their knight to safety, and their knight is pretty safe here. I mean, is it really? Is it really safe? Is it really, even if we continue to play, is it really safe? But look at this. I'm speechless. I am literally speechless. Why did they do this? They literally, after I declined their draw, they decided to literally commit suicide here, because they pinned themselves for some reason. If here was like a pawn, okay, it wouldn't be a pin, but it's a bishop. Bishops stare very, very far. You have to remember that. But this person, they were scared for their knight, and they ran away. And this, the beauty of chess for me, I took their queen. And after I took their queen, I'm going to put you a screenshot of the messages that they have sent me. After I ate that knight, I wrote them like thanks, you know, because they blundered. But I was just joking around. I didn't mean anything like serious, like, oh, you are dumb or something. No, I was just like, thanks, ha 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 ha, it's that. But after they lost their queen here, and they blundered very, very badly, they wrote me messages. Now I have to try to remember them because they're on my phone and I'm filming on my phone, but I'm going to show you here like exactly what happened. They told me something along the lines, for your sake and sake of those around you, go outside, see the greenery. Chess is not everything in life. And I just responded with simply, look at the board, it looks pretty green to me. Because why? What the hell happened? Okay, you lost, okay, you blundered, okay, I did not accept your draw, maybe I'm a bad person because of it. But like, dude. And they also said like, okay, I'm going to resign now, you know? They let me know like, okay, I'm going to resign now, but I'm telling you, like, you have to go outside and look at the greenery, because chess is not everything in life. What? They were literally started roasting me like as if I have no social life, like as if I don't go out of my room, which sometimes I don't, honestly. But like, what was the point of that comment? What was the point? So I don't know. I'm going to go to full screen now. And yeah, that was the message that this person sent me. And I was just shocked. I was shocked because they thought that they were giving me some sort of advice. They thought that I'm trying to be next Magnus Carlsen, which I'm definitely not. And they just got very, very mad and salty because I won. They got mad at me because of their mistakes. Like, dude, it's not my problem that you made a mistake. Okay, maybe they thought like I'm a bad person because I won't accept a draw. But as I said in the beginning, if we were equal, there would be no problem. But you blunder, and straight up after that blunder, you are asking me to draw with... It's like as if I have like mate in one, and then you ask me like, do you want to draw? Why would I? Why would anybody draw with a person that's straight up losing and blundering their pieces? You have to learn how to lose. So this is my greatest advice to this person, because I understand them. I had some problems with losing and anger when I lose, and a lot of those things you already know, especially if you watched some of my first videos. You know I get heated up when I lose. But bro, you have to play, and you have to learn how to lose, and you have to learn to get up and play more, and to be okay with that, and not get angry at people just because they outsmarted you in a game, you know? But they thought like, I don't know, they thought that they were giving me some smart advices, and they just started roasting me and telling me that chess is not everything in life, which, I mean, they are right, chess isn't everything in life, but why did they think that I think like that, you know? Just because I won doesn't mean that I'm completely chess oriented in life, you know? I mean, I like playing chess, but there are some other things that are more important in life as well, like friends and family and yourself and everything else, you know? But yeah, this was very, very funny. I literally died from laughter when they wrote me that message, and immediately thought to myself, I have a video, so thank you, anonymous person, thank you for this. So yeah, everyone, that is pretty much it for this game review. I hope that you liked it, and if you know what like I should have played, because see, here I had a lot of misses. I have never seen that much miss written in any game review that I have reviewed so far. So if you know what I should have played instead, please let me know in the comments down below. But I mean, even though I had a lot of missed opportunities here, I still managed to outsmart them, because they just got angry and they just decided to include their emotions in this as well. And you should definitely not do that. Chess is brutal, it's always been brutal, and it's always going to be brutal. You just have to learn how to deal with it, and you have to learn how to get up and continue. And that is it. So yeah, everyone, that is it for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Come on, what's happening, guys? Click that subscribe button. I'm just joking, you know, you don't have to do it, you can do it. It helps a lot, honestly, and it motivates me a lot when I see that I'm getting new subscribers, because then I know, or when I get some comments, especially comments, or when people add me on chess.com, that is my favorite thing in the world, because I know that my videos have truly reached out to somebody and that somebody truly liked them. Because, you know, subscribing is great, liking my videos, it's amazing, and I'm very thankful for that. But when I have a connection with someone, when we can literally play chess together, when we can talk together, when you leave some comments and I can respond to them, that is my favorite thing in the world, honestly. So yeah, thank you everyone who has added me on chess.com so far, who left comments, who subscribed, like, whatever you do, thank you so much. And for everyone new, if you would like to do that as well, please do it. It costs literally 0 time and 0 money and 0 energy. So yeah, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you have a nice day, and I will see you next time. And advice from this game is, do not be like my opponent. When you lose, you have to learn how to get up and continue, and not get your emotions involved in a game of chess. So yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice day once again, and